everyone. Thanks for being here tonight. My name is Jess Jocoy, and I'm going to sing you a whole bunch of songs you've never heard of. This first one is called Mount Olympus Hill. How many dumb kids went broke, treading their young lungs for smoke so they could look the part like you? Get stoned behind the grocery store. This town doesn't want us anymore. Call us the unselected few. As it started sinking, someone etched it in the blacktop. Get born, then it's a full stop. As it started making sense, blue eyes are turning sallow. It's a harder pill to swallow. Ooh. Do laundry for the big estate, one of those mansions with a gate. I call it Mount Olympus Hill. Do you remember when we both felt brave, bet it all with one foot in the grave? Sometimes I think about it still. As it started sinking in, seems heaven's for the wealthy. Is your spirit staying healthy, baby? As it started making sense, you're neither renegade nor villain, just a fallout of the system. Hey, 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 oh, oh. Hey, hey, hey. Hey, 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 oh, oh. There's 100 ways to be okay. Fall asleep to keep your beast at bay. Tomorrow could bring something new. I'll take care and fold the fancy clothes. Keep dreaming up everywhere we'll go once we've got nothing left to lose. Is it supposed to make some sense? You get 100 years of chances, then a full stop and a Bible passage. Honey, let that all sink in. Do you think there's rooms to fill up on Mount Olympus Hill? Do you think there's open land to till up on Mount Olympus Hill? Hey, 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 oh, oh. Hey, 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 hey. Thank you. So I put out an EP in June, and I like to quote one of my favorite artists is Lana Del Rey, and she has a song where she does this monologue at the beginning. Yeah, you know which one I'm talking about. And it starts off with, I was in the winter of my life. And I just thought that was so beautiful, and it resonated with me so much that I wrote a song around that. So I titled this song Winter. And it was right after I put out my first record called Such a Long Way, and I put it out in April of 2020, which is like the worst time possible in hindsight. So I was really, really nervous about putting out a new project because didn't know what the climate was going to be. So this song, that record is called Brighter Eyes, but this song is called Winter. This winter was a rough one, the darkest winter yet to come, a hinterland where my faith and fear stood facing each other at 20 paces, holding a gun. It's a scary thing to let them know you're here. Even a belly full of fire has a hard time making the shadows disappear. Maybe if I had me a lover, it'd be easier. And maybe if I was closer to God, I'd be all straightened out. Lay down at night and wake up in the morning, reeling over the fact that I feel like a stranger to myself. I'm a selfish woman, selfish for making art for myself and everyone I know who doesn't seems to do it for someone else. Maybe I should talk to someone, figure out why I like being alone, and read from the script The Tortured Soul, and empty myself to try and feel whole. Or maybe if I had me a lover, it'd be easier. Maybe if I was closer to God, I'd be all straightened out. I lay down at night and wake up in the morning, reeling over the fact that I feel like a stranger to myself. Yeah, I'm reeling over the fact that I still feel like a stranger to myself. I've got circles under my eyes that remind me of winter, and there's lines on my face I only see when I look in the mirror. And every day feels like a lifetime, and every day I feel the minutes passing me by, and I wonder if I'm earning my right to living. Maybe it's just the winter making me feel like a stranger to myself. Oh yeah, maybe it's just the winter making me feel like a stranger to myself. Thank you. Alrighty. This one, this is not a released song, but I like to do it anyways. Where I grew up, I really learned how to sing in a big old dance hall. It's a building that has lived many lives since the 1800s, But when I stumbled across it, it was an Eagles Club, which is like a Elks Club, VFW, basically a place where a whole bunch of older folks get together and hang out, play poker, and sing karaoke on Fridays and Saturdays. And it's one of the places on this earth that taught me how to live, taught me how to respect people, and showed me some of the best love I've ever had, and praise and support for what I wanted to do, which was sing. So I wrote them a song, and in true Jess fashion, I tend to write songs about people, and when I don't really know what I want to say to them or how I want it to be perceived directly, I turn it into a love song. But really, it's about coming back and always being accepted back. So this is called Dance Halls. Ever seen a bad man with a tight lip and a hard grip, hands wide, knuckle on the wheel? He's the kind I learned to gravitate to back before I knew what it meant to feel. I was younger and I can't say that I'm wiser now, but that hunger don't keep me awake at night anymore. He needed something that we couldn't put a name to, and I came to see if he found what he was looking for. It's good to see these streets still roll up just as soon as the sun goes down. It's nice to know they still let any old soul come and stroll back into town. Into town. Caught wind, Lord, and doing too well. Do you think he put himself through another round of hell? Don't remind me of the promise that I broke. I've been redefining stranger more than I'd ever hoped. Let me fill you in on a little secret. I've lived in a town that doesn't care about your name. It's a hard way of saying I'm sorry for leaving you behind in the first place. It's good to see these streets still roll up just as soon as the sun goes down. It's nice to know they still let any old soul come and stroll back into town. Into town. Into town. Oh, I'm coming around and around and around. I'm coming around. Didn't come here to drink, and I can see how you think that I'm chasing some man. I just stopped by to see if I could see the ghosts of our old selves come back to life again. And the nights I spent in this dance hall wishing I were farther away. I never learned to dance, and I don't do too much drinking, but I'm still singing songs for little to no pay. Some things are slower to change. Slower to change. But I'm coming around, coming around, coming around. I'm coming, oh, I'm coming back to town. So I'm coming around, coming around, coming around. I'm coming if you'll let me back in town. Thank you. Alrighty. I got to go through the set list now because I was planning on some things. But whatever, I'm going to do what feels right. I'm going to do this one. You'll have to bear with me. I have one of those quiet tuners, and I walked off without a chord like 6 weeks ago, and then haven't plugged it in since. So I'm putting out a new record in May. May 20th is the day. It's going to be called Let There Be No Despair. And this next song is on it. So I hope you like it. Comment if you do. But if you don't like it, don't comment. Or just comment, nice try. This is called The One I'm Living For. This morning, you were still sleeping, breathing soft, breathing in deeply. The fan blades turned around and around and around and around. Ooh. Somewhere on the sill, or maybe in the sycamore tree, a robin was singing his song, the sweetest of sounds, 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 sounds. Ooh. Up till now, I was thinking I was bound for being by myself, and I still don't know how to love you, but I'll give you what I have, and then I'll try to give some more, 'cause it turns out you're the one I'm living for. Yeah, it turns out you're the one I'm living for. Turns out I had been sleeping, drifting like a ghost through my own dreams. Someone must have known what it was I was missing, 'cause I woke up one day and you were there. You were laying right beside me. I get it now. For all the joy and all the strife, for what we do and don't get right, I'm loving learning how to love you. So I'll give you what I have, and then I'll try to give some more, 'cause it turns out you're the one I'm living for. Yeah, it turns out you're the one I'm living for. So I'll give you what I have, and then I'll try to give some more, 'cause it turns out you're the one I'm living for. Yeah, it turns out you're the one I'm living for. Thank you. Alrighty. So, this one's got a little bit of a backstory. I hope that's okay. We're going to keep on the living train. I had the opportunity a few years ago to go up to the Catskills and do a songwriting camp with the Milk Carton Kids, which is a lovely folk duo. And I was at this workshop, and this gentleman was sharing his song, and it didn't have a title. It was kind of like more of a satirical song, but it was about change and how he could tell his town was changing because I don't know, it was like he couldn't hear the beer or something. It was something funny. But I would go, you should call it Living in a Dying Town, because I'm a country gal, I think, and country folks, I think, like those kind of contradictory titles, Living in a Dying Town. And thankfully he didn't take to that title, so I went outside and sat in a lawn chair, and I wrote this song, and I looked back at what had been written, and it's about my mom's hometown, which is a little border town on the Arizona-Mexico border, and it's called Ajo, Arizona, and it had been a ghost town forever. There's a copper mine down there that shut down a while back, and it seems like once that shut down, everybody fled, probably because it's too hot. I always grew up hearing you can fry an egg on the sidewalk, it's so hot. But this song ended up being about that town. Yeah, I'm going to put this one on the new record as well. This is Living in a Dying Town. Found out I'm living in a dying town. It's like watching the sun set on a long, long day. People that you grow up knowing, they ain't around anymore. You come to find out time really does slip away. So what do I know about the streets where my shadow would follow me around? It's the same place I came from, the place I've been alone. 'Cause everything's changing. Yes, everything's changing. Turns out I'm living in a dying town. The churchyard's full, so I guess you don't live forever. The knife in the heart was a day and company closed the copper mine down. There's no reason to stay when the pay's as bad as the weather. What do I know about the streets where my shadow will follow me around? It's the same place I came from, the place I've been alone. 'Cause everything's changing. Yes, everything's changing. Yes, everything keeps changing, and I've never been good with change. Turns out I'm living in a dying town. Likely I'll be one of those last ones standing. Thank you. So this next one It's not on a record, but I hope it will be one day, because it's kind of funny. I've been kind of going through some songwriting drought where it was like pre-pandemic, like all these songs were coming just lightning fast speed. And then as I thought they would continue, all my songwriter friends were going, God, all this downtime, I've got 6 albums in the works right now, you know? And I kept my job through the pandemic, which was a huge blessing, but also it was very confusing trying to figure out the severity of what was going on, because I was going to work every day. At the time I was folding t-shirts, so I was getting yelled at by people as to why they couldn't try on said t-shirts because of said pandemic, or why they had to wear a mask. And I was just really getting emotionally beat down. I was so exhausted and frustrated. And then the songs stopped coming. And not too very long ago, there would be ones here and there, but not too very long ago, this one found me. And it's a song at the heart of it, it's a song about reclamation. Because I felt like I was losing my voice. I wasn't doing what I loved to do for so long, that it felt like little pieces of me were just kind of melting away. And then this song showed up, and there's a line in the chorus that says, so I drove out by myself to Arizona. In that space between fading fast and freedom, gave my name to the echo of the canyon, just to feel my voice be given back to me. And so part of it felt like rejection, and then part of it feels like reclamation as well. So this song is called Echo in the Canyon. This will all be a memory. She didn't blink when she said it. She gets paid to keep composure. I'm just another time bomb ticking in her office. It's come down the wire through the end of a can. The years that he stole shone in the lines of my hands. Thought I could shake it. That's just how you see me now. It's gonna take time. It's gonna take time. So I drove out by myself to Arizona. In that space between fading fast and freedom, gave my name to the echo of the canyon, just to feel my voice be given back to me. Back to me. Tried to bend the ear of God in the superstition's fold. The coyotes sing the night hymns. I see visions in the smoke. My sister's not far. I should try to stop by. She doesn't know me well, it wouldn't feel right. I guess that I can change, but it's gonna take time. Yeah, it's gonna take time. So in the meantime, my dusty knees knelt in the land that raised my mother. Do the angels tend to mind the desert heat? Found surrender surrender in the echo of the canyon, just to feel my voice be given back to me. Found surrender in the echo of the canyon, when I felt my voice come rushing back to me. Found surrender in the echo of the canyon, when I felt my voice be given back to me. Thank you. Alrighty. If these strings will stay in tune, that'd be a lot better, wouldn't it? There we go. Life is kind of funny when you think about it. You're one person, and they say you only get one life, but you get to live as many lives within that lifetime as you'd like. And that thought came to me the other day, as in like a few months ago, I guess. This song's kind of older, but you know, it's something really beautiful when you think about how much change goes on in a lifetime. And this was what I had to say about it. This is called Somebody Else. Hold on. It's either me, my tuner, or the strings. There. It's good enough. Sorry. You were younger, you were happy, unaware of what was happening, but the world didn't spin any slower than what we learn when we get older is you find and lose little pieces of yourself. Everybody used to be somebody else. I went through 100 phases, wore 100 different faces, try to change everything but my name, and all it gave me was a feeling I was falling out of graces. 'Cause you find and lose little pieces of yourself. Everybody used to be somebody else. You find and lose little pieces of yourself. Everybody used to be somebody else. It's not a bad thing. It's not even a sad thing. It's just something that has to happen. world didn't turn any slower than what we learn when we get older is you find and lose little pieces of yourself. Everybody used to be somebody else. Thank you. Alrighty, I'd like to do you the title track of my EP. Came out in June of 2021, and kind of going back to that pandemic phase. As this song is played, it is pretty much how it was written, which is kind of unusual for me as a songwriter. I'm either driving or I tend to write songs really methodically, so it's either like sporadically in the car or like really thought out. And this one I was at home, and I just came upstairs and I was just exhausted, mentally, physically, emotionally. And I picked up my guitar, and I don't know, I guess I had the foresight to turn on the voice recorder, because otherwise I would have forgotten it. But this is the song that came into existence that day. And I don't know about a lot of people, but I definitely need the reminder to see the world with brighter eyes, because it's a dark place out there, and it can be really dark, but there's also a lot of silver linings. And I've kind of taken that on as my own mantras. You know, try to look for the silver linings. And I don't always succeed, but I try really hard. So, yeah, I hope you guys will check out the full version of this song. I was blessed enough to have Willie Nelson's harmonica player play on it, Mr. Mickey Raphael. So, this is Brighter Eyes. Breathe a sigh of relief for these brief moments of peace. I never thought they'd be welcome, but I'm grateful for the rest. You never know how fast you're running till you stop and see your 2 feet are bleeding, and your lungs are heaving for air. But I see the sun, and I take in the gold, take in the golden light, and I see the sun with brighter eyes. You see, this world's falling wayward, but isn't that how it's always been and always will be? Every time has their chaos and the crisis. If you let it, it'll be never ending. So as I sit in the darkness, the shadows cross the ceiling in the evening, and I watch them, and they're moving, and I wave them goodbye. 'Cause I see the sun fighting its way through the cracks in the pines. And I take in the morning, 'cause 'cause I see the sun. Yes, I see the sun now. Yes, I see the sun with brighter eyes. I wanna be like the sun, be the silver in the lining. I wanna carry the light. I wanna see with brighter eyes. Thank you so much. All right, friends, I'm going to leave you with one more, if that's all right. I probably shouldn't say it like this, but I always like to tell people, if you remember nothing about my music, I hope you'll remember this one song and the message that it brings, because I feel like there's a lot of talk of kindness in the world. There's certainly lots of t-shirts that say, "Be kind, y'all," and kindness grows flowers and all these other things. But sometimes I feel like it's talk, you know, and not so much action. So please just treat each other with a common kindness. And my name is Jess Jocoy. It's been an honor to sing for you. Thanks for being here. This is common kindness. Times are hard enough as it is. Times are hard enough as it is. Maybe one day we'll find a way to let go and forgive. 'Cause times are hard enough as it is. I don't want to live like I'm going off to war. I don't want to live like I'm going off to war. They're gonna try and tell me every which way the side I should be fighting for. But then I'd be fighting somebody else's war. If I was more like my mother, I'd be better at the truth. I'd build my house on stones and never break. And I was told that what we need is one another and more time, and that you'll get a little more good from this life if you show a little common kindness. Tradition's gonna tell you that you're damned. Tradition's gonna try and tell you that you're damned. When it comes to picking someone to love, they think they can say who you can and you can't love. Tradition's gonna try and tell you that you're damned. But if I was more like my father, I learned some years before that I own the earth that's underneath my feet. And I believe that what we need is one another and more time, and that you'll get a little more good from this life if you show a little calm and kindness. Show a little calm and kindness. What I learned about this life is no one makes it out alive. So come in as a stranger, leave as a friend. Show a little calm and kindness. Thank you, Red Light Cafe. Thank you for having me. My name is Jess Jocoy. Cheers.